Cranberry sauce is one of those dishes, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or just another family get-together, that just seems to always show up. Nobody exactly knows who brings it, and nobody admits to it, but it's always there. And most people either love it or hate it. Myself, I love it. And chances are good that if you're watching this video, you love it too. Chances are also good that if you're watching this video, you want to learn how to make it without all the sugar. So I'm going to show you that right after this. Now the cranberry sauce that I'm talking about is not the one where you take the can, you open it up, you get something that looks like this, and then you set that on a plate and let people cut it. I'm talking about a real good cranberry sauce with fresh cranberries. We're going to have a little bit of orange flavor in there, and it's going to be just as sweet and delicious as any cranberry sauce you've ever had, but without the sugar. This is a super easy recipe. There's only 5 ingredients, and let me show you what those are, and we'll get started making this cranberry sauce. Here are the ingredients you're going to need to make this delicious low-carb cranberry sauce. You're going to need a package of cranberries. This is a 12-ounce package, but I'll put everything down below in the recipe. You're going to need some Splenda Magic Baker or your favorite sugar-free sweetener. You're going to need some vanilla extract, some orange extract, some freshly squeezed lemon juice, and some water. I'll get all this measured out and show you how to put it together. To this medium saucepan, I'm going to add in all the cranberries. I'm going to add in the water. I'm going to add in all the sweetener. The reason I like this sweetener so much is this is a combination of allulose, stevia, and erythritol. To me, erythritol has a cooling effect when it's used by itself, and we definitely don't want this. We want this to be nice and warming. So I don't like that cooling effect, but all these together are great. And then I'm going to add in the lemon juice. Now what I'm not going to add in are the extracts. I'm going to stir those in at the end. So that's what it looks like there. And I got this new Cooktron induction burner. I had a little accident with my other one, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you probably know what happened. And New Wave was the brand I was using. They just came out with a double induction burner, but I had to have one, so I went ahead and got this one, and it's really nice. What I'm going to do is bring this up to a boil. Then I'm going to turn it down to a simmer. So this has a few different power settings. It has an 800 watt, it has 1000 watt, 1200, 14, 16, and 18. So since I'm only using one burner, I'm just going to turn it on 1400, and I'm going to put it up at the max of 464 degrees until this comes to a boil. If you're liking this video and you're not subscribed, click right down there, hit the bell, and you'll know when I put out a new video. Now this has been just a couple of minutes, but you can already see this starting to pop and boil a little like that. So I'm just going to let that continue to cook down for a little bit longer. Then I'm going to lower the heat down to about 350. This is what you want right here, and you can see it popping, and we want those cranberries to burst. So I'm just going to turn it down to a simmer now. 176 degrees on this particular cooktop. On your stove, you just turn it down, to a medium low. We're just going to kind of work this around for a little bit, cook it down, and I'll show you what it looks like. Now once it's to this point where it's just gently simmering like that, we're going to let it sit here and cook for 10 or 15 more minutes. So this has been simmering like this for about 10 minutes, maybe 12. You see how those cranberries are whole like that? What we're going to do is just start breaking them up a little bit, because we want them to burst, and this is going to turn into a sauce. So we'll just help them along a little bit. How about that? Turn the heat up a little bit. If there's some of them that are not bursting, we'll just give them a little help. I've been really happy with this double cooktop from Cooktron. I'll put a link to this down below. It comes in really handy, especially around the holidays. If you have people bringing over dishes and you need your oven to heat them up, And they've got stuff on the stove. If people bring dishes over and you've got those on the stove trying to keep them warm and you're out of burners, it's nice to have a couple extra burners over on the side. And there's nothing wrong with helping this along a little bit by mashing these up. But you do want to make sure it cooks for 10 to 15 minutes just so you start getting this sauce like that. This is the consistency you're looking for right there. And I like to leave just a few whole in there. If you really love cranberry sauce, you're going to like that. What I'm going to do is then turn the power off on here or turn off your heat, whichever. And I'm going to pour in my extracts. Now, this has alcohol in it, so it's going to bubble up. I like to add this at the end. It's hot enough, it's going to cook that alcohol off, so you don't have to worry about that. But I just like to keep the flavors in there. And you're just going to stir that all the way through it. And mash some more of these if you want to. And man, this makes the house smell so good. And I cannot wait to eat this. I know you're going to love that cranberry sauce. It's delicious. It goes so well with all the holiday meals. And if you're wondering what else to cook alongside it, I'll put a playlist right over here that's going to have a lot of great ideas that you can cook that go really well with this delicious cranberry sauce. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy holidays to you. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.